welcome to Jamie's vlog. Today on this video I'm going to do a makeup review of some new makeup that I just bought. I am going to use my Conair little makeup mirror. So some of the makeup is new, some of it is not, like I said. I'll go through my little bag here. The first thing I'm gonna use is the Maybelline Brow Drama palette, which it's not new. It's the one that I've been using for right now. If you guys can suggest some other good ones that are good, I'd be more than open and willing to try those and review those too. I know I've tried the Benefit pomade. I'm not really a fan of the Benefit pomade, but I don't know, maybe I just didn't pick out the right shade when I did it. I know when I go to use a couple different products that I have, I'm going to be using 2 different products on each, because I've got 2 different Tarte eyeliners that I'm going to do. But right now, let's kind of get the eyebrows going, because you start with the eyebrows. I know I kind of just put my mirror in the way. I'm sorry. Kind of just trying to make these match the best that I can. Yeah, I guess those are as good as it's gonna get for right now. By the way, my Maybelline Brow Drama is in the shade, deep brown shade 260. So that was that. Let's see, next we're gonna do the Anastasia eyelid primer on one eye. And then on the other eye, I'm gonna do the MAC Pod Pro Longwear Paint Pot. I'm not sure what shade this one is. Oh, Bear Study, I think is the shade. So like I said, I'm making this video interesting. We're gonna do 2 different shades, or 2 different products for some of it. One came from Sephora, one came from Ulta. The worker at Sephora said with this one you don't need very much at all, and then she said just kind of dab it in. Well, I guess a little bit really does go a long way. If any you can hear, I have my 2-year-old in the background kind of crying a little bit because she's in the bedroom with her older sister. Okay, so that's one eyelid with the Anastasia. And at the end, you guys, if you want, you can leave in the comment which one you think is better. This one is the MAC Pod. I don't know how much we're supposed to use, so I'm kind of just trying to swab it on my finger. It's got a nice little shimmer to it. That's what I was looking for. Now, you don't have to use your fingers. That's just what I'm doing. You can choose to use a brush. If you have any good suggestions for brushes too, I'm open to those too. So as you can tell already, the Anastasia on this one has more of a white shade to it. This one is more of a natural skinned tone to it. Now the way I usually would do it, I would take translucent powder and set it, but the worker at the Sephora said not to do that. So for the eyeshadows I'm going to review today, we're going to do the Huda Beauty Rose Quartet, Rose Quartz, my bad. And then this is the Tarte palette, Tartelette Full Bloom. So I'm trying to think which I don't think they really have similar shades to each other, and that's what I'm going to go for, is to get some similar shades with each other. I'm not going to do swatches. If you want to see another video where I'm actually doing swatches, let me know. Whoa, beautiful and shimmery. tell you, it's the most expensive palettes I've ever owned. Okay, let's open the Tarte one. More packaging to it. It's okay, it makes it extra secure. That's what the inside of this one looks like. So, I mean, as you guys can tell, they kind of have, okay, you can kind of see I'm going to have to stick with probably the purpley-ish pinks to kind of keep them similar-ish, and I might have to mix. The brushes that I'm going to use are the two Sephora crease brushes. One is a number 26 and the other is 19. They're both pro crease brushes. One is just smaller than the other, more fine line with it. So we'll start with the Rose Quartz on this side, and I think we'll start with the shade. I'm trying to see if there's some similar shades to each other so I can kind of do this. Okay, so we're gonna use the shade Serenity. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna pick up my mirror just so I can kind of, and I'm just going in very lightly here. I don't want to go too much, and that's actually not bad for a little bit there. I'm gonna go in with the other eye. The closest I think I can find a Serenity from the Tarte palette is going to be Spring Fling. I've been watching YouTube videos and everything on kind of how to do this. I've had my friends show me, and we kind of just start with a little bit and slowly build up the coverage if it's not dark enough, because if it's not dark enough you can always add more. I kind of like how that is. So I'm thinking we'll use the shades Grow and Mantra. Mantra is from the Huda Beauty palette. Grow is from the Tarte palette. Ruh-roh, as you can tell, already messed up. Let's kind of go in and blend. Kind of gonna dab it in a little more there just to kind of I'm gonna do some Mantra on this side. As you can tell, the Huda Beauty, the Mantra is a little more subtle than this one. This one's a little darker. I'm trying to blend it the best I can. But, so we're gonna go in with the smaller Sephora crease brush now. Maybe we'll use Radiant and then Oasis. So this is Radiant from the Huda Beauty palette. Just to kind of lighten up that crease a little bit. Oasis from the other one, so I can kind of ooh-wee tamale. Those both look so different. So I'm gonna have to go in with a little more of the I'm just trying to blend this a little better because it looks so dark. Yeah, I mean, they match for the most part. Okay, so for the lid color itself, I kind of want to do, I don't have two very similar colors. I guess we will use, I wanted to use Blissful, but I don't think I'm going to have another one to match Blissful. Oof, or Immune Magic. Those are all very pretty. So I think for the lids, I'm just going to use the Huda Beauty one for the lids, just so that it looks similar, and we're going to go ahead and put the Tarte palette away. I think we're going to use for the lids, yep, I think we're going to go ahead and use Blissful. Gonna take the big fluffy crease brush and kind of just go in the crease and blend just a little more, kind of blend it all. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put those back in the palette. Put that one away, put my little mirror back there. I do gotta say, as far as Tarte, not all of the shades that I've noticed for me blend that well, but that's part of the problem I've had. So if you guys know any good blending brushes, perhaps, that'd be awesome. Okay, let's put the eyeshadow blender crease brushes away. Now we are going to do, that's one Tarte eyeliner. So for this one, we're gonna use the Tarte Double Take and then the Tarte Sex Kitten eyeliner. The Double Take, it's basically an eyeliner felt tip pen on one end, and then the other end just looks like this. It's got a retractable tip for like under the eyes, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use that part of it. Okay, I was going to say, did I buy an empty one? And then this. So I'll show you the difference in the two tips. This is the tip to the Double Take. And then this is the tip to the Sex Kitten. So I think we'll do the Sex Kitten on this eye and the Double Take on this eye. Now I am not a professional at this, so to me that looks pretty good as far as with the wing liner. I'm not really good at doing wings, so for me that's kind of a happy result for me. Oops, not that end. I'm going with this end and try to do this eye now. It's very hard to go from one eye to the next. We're gonna use my zoomed in side so I can kind of, you know, from any like thing I've researched, I always say do the eye you have issues with first, or the harder eye. No! Shizzies. Oh well. So as far as the eyeliner, I kind of like the Sex Kitten better than the Double Take. I mean, from this far of a distance, you can't tell the difference, which is fine. We're gonna use this end of the Double Take to do the under the eyes, and I'm not gonna go through the whole way. I'm just gonna do partially. Okay, we're gonna review for the foundation. It's gonna be one foundation total and one primer. So we're going to do the Too Faced Prime and Poreless and the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So let's start with the primer. As you can tell, I don't have mascara with me. It's in my bedroom. I'll have to go and put it on at the end of the video so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. I'm only going to take about that much primer because I don't think you need very much. I'm kind of just dab it everywhere. I mean, it doesn't have too strong of an odor. It's kind of good. Okay. I'm done with that. I'm going to put this up. Gonna use my beauty blender. It's a little bit dirty. The shell for the Too Faced Born This Way shade is Seashell. That's what it looks like out of the package. It is a little pump, so I'm gonna kind of pump it a couple times to get it going, to pump it right there. I shouldn't need more than that. I'll probably, there we go. That. And kind of just put this everywhere. This is a matte foundation. I haven't had really any good luck with finding a really good matte shade, so I'm hoping this one's a good one. I'm hoping it's not one that just takes a lot. Ooh, it's supposed to be a full coverage, but I don't know. You guys can tell me whether you think it's a full coverage or not. Okay, and for the last thing that we're gonna do, whoops, just dropped the cap, review of, it's gonna be the Huda Beauty Lipstick, shade Angel, and then the lip liner shade is Deep Rose. So we're gonna start with the lip liner. It's a retractable one, which is cool because you don't have to sharpen it. I'm not gonna put it all over the lip though. Ooh, that glare from the mirror. Woo! Okay, and then this is what the shade Angel looks like. It's a really pretty shade. So I decided to go with the darker lip liner and a lighter lipstick just to see what it would look like. This is the final look of what the makeup looks like minus the mascara, because like I said, I didn't bring the mascara out here to use. I gotta say I'm happy with the result. I kind of like the Huda Beauty a little bit better than the Tarte. The Tarte wasn't as easy to work with, but if, like I said, if there's any other products you want to see me review, just comment down below and let me know. Until then, it's nice talking to you. It's the final look with the mascara in different lighting.